Londoners are being urged to take part in a creative charity campaign to raise awareness of the plight of vulnerable young people around the world. Save the Children's encouraging supporters to build large, colourful dens in Westfield shopping centre this weekend to highlight the issue. Former Steps singer Claire Richards recently travelled to India to see the charity's work in action and joins London Live News this lunchtime. Claire, lovely to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
How significant was the trip to India? How much did it open your eyes to this issue?
It really did open my eyes, actually. I think this is the first time I've ever made a trip like this, or I've been to an area where I had the opportunity to see firsthand the children that the charity is trying to help, and also the learning centres that are there to help the kids get back into education in India. So it was incredibly eye-opening, and it was a privilege to be able to go out there and see it for myself. Really, it's something that I've never done before, and it really has made a huge difference to the way you kind of look at these kind of campaigns and charities.
Is it harder as a mum? We're seeing some images now of you with some of the young children that the charity's helping, but is it more difficult as a mother to go and do something like this?
Do you know what? I really thought it would be, but actually I think it really helps, because I certainly saw in the children that I met, my own kids, on a personal level and kind of on an education level as well. But I think it really helped, because not only could I understand what it's like for kids of that age, but also I feel like my protective instinct kicked in, and rather than be upset the whole time, which is kind of what I was expecting, I just thought I would immediately relate their situation to how I would cope if it was me and my children. But it was more of a, okay, right, you know, this is what you do as a mother, this is the situation, let's deal with it, let's get on with it, let's see what we can do. And I feel a bit like, you know, from a mother's point of view, that's how I dealt with the whole trip, if you like.
It's quite a gear shift for you career-wise. We've been having a good old dance in the studio today to some of the old 90s classic Steps music. To go from doing that sort of thing, which, you know, is light and fun, to doing something really serious like this, why was this a campaign that touched your heart?
I think obviously because it is Save the Children, and it does involve children. The campaign itself, Den Day, is a really fun idea to get your children involved and get them understanding, you know, what it is like for children around the world that perhaps not like themselves. And my kids absolutely loved building the den, and they refused to take it down for days. So it's something I used to do as a kid, and probably something that kids don't do as much these days because they've got so many other things to keep them occupied. So it's, you know, it's a really simple idea and a really fun way of getting the family involved. So yeah, it's been amazing, the whole thing, actually.
And on Saturday, just really briefly, tell us what you're doing and how people can get involved.
Yeah, Saturday we'll be down. It's actually over the whole weekend. So Friday there's events happening, and Peppa Pig will be there doing crafts and activities. And Saturday I'm going to be down at Westfield London, building dens and kind of getting involved in activities. And on Sunday there will be staff from Save the Children there to talk to kids and explain to them where the money goes and how it helps the children that we met out in India last week. So it's going to be a really fun weekend, and again a really fun way of getting kids involved in charity and raising money for Save the Children.